Hello students, welcome to Vishal EduPoint YouTube channel. So in the last lecture of vector algebra, that is vector algebra part 3, we studied all these concepts. I will attach the link of the last lecture in the description of this one lecture, that is vector algebra part 4, and even all the lectures that I have covered previously of vector algebra, I will attach the links of all those lectures in the description of vector algebra part 4. So in this lecture we are going to study one more concept, that is vector product, or you can say it as cross product. So heading डाल लीजिए, the next topic is vector product or cross product. So the topic is vector product or cross product. Suppose that you are given two vectors, given vector A vector and B vector, and suppose that theta equals to the angle between A vector and B vector. Then in that case the vector product or cross product will be A vector cross B vector will be equal to magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector into sine theta into n cap. So this will be the cross product of A vector and B vector, where n cap is the angle, n cap is the direction, of A vector क्रॉस B वेक्टर. अब जो डायरेक्शन है एक A वेक्टर क्रॉस B वेक्टर की, वो कैसे निकालेंगे, उसके लिए एक मेथड है, एंड दिस इज ऑब्टेन्ड बाय द मेथड ऑफ राइट हैंड कर्ल. Suppose that this is vector A and this is the vector V. So by the method of right hand curl, we will first point our fingers in the direction of A vector, that is this is the A vector, and now move our fingers, or you may call it curl our fingers in the direction of where the point B vector is pointing towards, that is in the direction of B vector. So we will curl our fingers in this direction. Then the thumb is pointing towards the direction of A vector cross B vector. You can write it here also. Fingers point towards A vector and fingers curl towards B vector. So by this way the thumb points towards A vector क्रॉस B वेक्टर. मान के चलिए सिमिलरली अगर हम B वेक्टर की पोजीशन को चेंज कर दें, सपोज दैट दिस इज द A वेक्टर एंड दिस इज द B वेक्टर. नाउ वी आर finding the direction of A vector cross B vector. So first we are going to point our fingers towards the A vector in the direction of A vector and curl them in the direction of B vector. Then the thumb is going to point towards the A vector cross B vector, that is inverts in the board. So in this case n cap is equal to outward normal, outwards normal to board, and similarly in this case n cap will be inwards towards the board. You can also represent n cap here. So this will be the direction of n cap, that is outwards from the board normally, and in this you can point n cap towards this direction, that is n cap. This is, in this case, a cross b will point inwards by the right hand curl. So to understand the cross product in a more better way, we are going to take one of the application of vector product, that is torque applied on a hinged rod. Suppose that there is a rod which is hinged on this point. Suppose that this is a rod which is hinged on this point, and it can move in the perpendicular direction, that is in the plane of the board. और मान के चलिए इस पे कोई ग्रेविटी एक्ट नहीं कर रही है एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. सपोज दैट देयर इज नो ग्रेविटी एक्टिंग ऑन द रॉड. तो अगर इस रॉड को हमें इस पॉइंट के अबाउट अगर घुमाना हो तो उसके लिए हमें इस पे फोर्स अप्लाई करना होगा. तो हम इस पॉइंट पे फोर्स अप्लाई करें तो हम किस डायरेक्शन में फोर्स अप्लाई करेंगे, सो दैट द टॉर्क अबाउट दिस पॉइंट विल बी मैक्सिमम, दैट इज टाउ इज इक्वल टू आर वेक्टर क्रॉस एफ वेक्टर. यू नो इट, you have studied in your 11th class physics. So can we apply the force in this direction to find the maximum torque, or you may also apply the force in this direction to find the torque. But if you are going to apply force in this direction, that is F, so in this case you can see that थोड़ा सा कॉमन सेंस यूज करिए और देखिए कि किस केस में इस पॉइंट के अबाउट जो टॉर्क है वो मैक्सिमम आएगा. तो आपको पता चलेगा कि जो टॉर्क है वो तभी मैक्सिमम आएगा जब हम फोर्स को इस डायरेक्शन में अप्लाई करेंगे. और यू मे ऑल्सो अप्लाई इन दिस डायरेक्शन ऑल्सो, बट अभी हम अपनी स्टडी के पर्पज से केवल एक साइड ही मान के चलेंगे. एंड सपोज दैट दिस इज the rod and its length is r, और इसके along हम एक वेक्टर मान के चलाएंगे, that is r vector, that is pointing towards this direction. So the initial point of r vector is this and the terminal point of r vector is this. Now we are going to apply a force on this. और एक चीज और मान के चलिए, सपोज if we are going to apply force in this direction f dash, and the angle in this case is suppose that theta, then can we calculate the torque on this with the help of this force? Yes, we can calculate. In this case the component of force along the direction perpendicular to r cap will be f dash, and this component will be sine of theta. So you can relate that the torque in this case will be r vector, या यू कहें मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ r vector into f dash का मैग्नीट्यूड into sine of theta. You can relate this and this easily. that if we are going to have the components of f vector, then in that case we can easily find the magnitude of r vector cross f vector, that is equal to magnitude into sine of theta. That is already we have written in this case, that is a vector cross b vector is equal to magnitude of a vector into magnitude of b vector into sine of theta into n cap. N cap is just the representation of the direction of the torque. So in this case also you can find the direction with the help of right hand curl. Suppose that this is the direction of r vector and this is the direction of f vector. So in this case the torque will applied, या यूं कहें the direction of torque will be normally inverts the board. So with the help of this we could easily understand the vector product or cross product. Now we will be understanding some points regarding the vector product, so please note it down. Now some important points regarding the vector product. The first point is a vector cross b vector is a vector. तो अभी थोड़ी देर पहले हमने देखा that a vector cross b vector is having magnitude as well as direction. So a vector cross b vector is a vector quantity. Hence we call it as vector product also. We first call it as cross product because we are using the cross symbol in between the a vector and b vector, but we also called it as vector product because as a resultant of a vector cross b vector we get a vector quantity. So please note out this first point. Now the second point is cases when a vector cross b vector will be equal to 0. This will be 0 in case if suppose a vector is equal to 0, or you may call it b vector is equal to 0. If any one of the vectors is equal to 0, in that case a vector cross b vector will also be 0. You can understand this also with the help of the example we took earlier. That is, suppose that this is the rod suspended at this point and this is the r vector. मान के चलिए यहाँ पे हम कोई फोर्स अप्लाई नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो then there will be no torque in that case. Suppose that if force is 0, so in that case there will be no torque. So but torque is equal to r vector cross f vector. If f is already 0, so torque will not be applied. So by this you can also understand this, that a vector cross b vector will be equal to 0 if a vector equal to 0 or b vector is equal to 0. There are some more cases when a vector cross b vector will be 0. That is, suppose that the direction of force is, in this case if force is upwards or force is downwards, so with the help of your common sense you can very clearly see that अगर फोर्स की डायरेक्शन ये होगी या फिर डाउनवर्ड्स होगी या अपवर्ड्स होगी, इन दैट केस देयर विल बी नो टॉर्क टू रोटेट दिस रॉड अबाउट दिस सस्पेंशन पॉइंट. So in that case theta is equal to 0, or you may say that a vector is parallel to b vector. इसका एक और एग्जाम्पल देखेंगे. सपोज दिस इज द एक्स वाई जेड कोऑर्डिनेट्स. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is the z-axis, and the unit vector along the x-axis is I cap, and unit vector along y-axis is j cap, and unit vector along the z-axis is k cap. So parallel vectors का ये भी एक example है. With the help of this we can say that I cap cross I cap will be equal to 0. Similarly, j cap cross j cap will also be equal to 0, and similarly k cap cross k cap will also equal to be 0. So with the help of this point, we can understand that I cap cross I cap is equal to 0, and j cap cross j cap is also equal to 0, and k cap cross k cap is also equal to 0. So now the third point is a vector cross b vector will be equal to magnitude of a vector into magnitude of b vector. So this is the highest possible magnitude of a vector cross b vector when sin theta is equal to 1, or you may say that when theta is equal to 90 degree or pi by 2. इसको भी आप सिमिलर एग्जाम्पल से समझ सकते हैं that in this case the torque will be maximum when the force is applied perpendicular to the direction of r vector, that is the angle between the r vector and f vector is 90 degree. In that case the torque will be maximum. So by this you can conclude that a vector cross b vector will be equal to magnitude of a vector into magnitude of b vector when theta is equal to 90 degree, and sin theta will be obviously 1. So one more example of this can also be there, that suppose if we are going to find the vector product of I vector with the I cap with the j cap, that is I cap cross j cap, this will be equal to k cap. You can see that the magnitude of I cap is 1 and the magnitude of j cap is also 1. So the magnitude of k cap will also be 1, because 1 into 1 is 1, but the direction of I cap cross j cap will be obtained by the right hand curl, that is we point our fingers towards the I cap and curl them towards j cap, then the thumb points out towards the k cap, that is z is normally outward the board, that is out in the outward direction. So you can say that I cap cross j cap is equal to k cap. Similarly you can also say that j cap cross k cap is equal to I, because in this case the finger, if we point our fingers towards upwards and curl them towards the outward direction from the board, then our thumb points out towards the x direction. So you can say that j cap cross k cap is equal to I cap. Similarly you can also say that k cap cross I cap, k cap cross I cap is equal to j cap. So this is the one of the most important example of the highest magnitude of a vector cross b vector. So please note it down. इसमें इसी के आगे और लिख लीजिए that or a vector is perpendicular to b vector. Now the third point is, suppose that you are already said that a vector cross b vector is equal to magnitude of a vector into magnitude of b vector into sine of theta into n cap. So we are not compulsive to write the n cap here. Now in this case, when you are given a vector cross b vector and magnitude of a vector and magnitude of b vector, so with the help of these three parameters you can find the angle between the a vector and b vector, that is theta is equal to sine inverse of a vector cross b vector upon magnitude of a vector into magnitude of B vector. So with the help of these three parameters, that is A vector cross B vector and A vector's magnitude and B vector's magnitude, you can find the angle theta between the A vector and B vector. Now the fourth point says that A vector cross B vector does not follow commutative law. That is A vector cross B vector is not equal to B vector cross A vector, because the magnitude of A vector cross B vector and B vector cross A vector is same, but the direction of both these vectors that are resultant of this and this is opposite. That is, so you can say that A vector cross B vector is equal to minus B vector cross A vector. इसको हम एक एग्जाम्पल से देख सकते हैं. सपोज दैट दिस इज द A वेक्टर एंड दिस इज द B वेक्टर. अगर हम A क्रॉस B की डायरेक्शन निकालना चाहें तो हमें अपनी फिंगर्स को A वेक्टर की तरफ पॉइंट करना होगा एंड देन कर्ल टुवर्ड्स द B वेक्टर. सो इन दिस केस यू कैन सी दैट द डायरेक्शन ऑफ A वेक्टर क्रॉस B वेक्टर इज नॉर्मल आउटवर्ड्स फ्रॉम द बोर्ड. और अगर हम निकालना चाहें B वेक्टर क्रॉस A वेक्टर तो इस केस में हमें करना होगा वी हैव टू पॉइंट आवर फिंगर्स टुवर्ड्स द B वेक्टर एंड देन कर्ल देम टुवर्ड्स द A वेक्टर एंड वी कैन सी दैट that my thumb is pointing inwards into the board normally. So we can say that the direction of A vector cross B vector is just opposite the direction of B vector cross A vector. So you can write this as A vector cross B vector is equal to minus of B vector cross A vector. And magnitude of both these vectors are same. So with the help of this you can also say that, suppose that this is the XYZ coordinates and this is the I cap, this is YJ cap and this is the K cap. So you can say that J cross I will be equal to minus of K cap, because I cross J cap is equal to K cap, so J cross I cap will be equal to minus of K cap. With the help of this you can understand this also, and you can also the compute more, that is I cross J K, J cross K, that is K cap cross J cap will be equal to minus of I cap, and one more, that is I cap cross J cap, I cap cross J cap, that is equal to minus of J cap. So please note these 2 points. Sorry, this will be K here, I cross K. Now the next point is, that is point 5. If A vector and B vector represent the two adjacent sides of a triangle, then the area of triangle will be equal to 1/2 of A vector cross B vector's magnitude. So this is the formula when, suppose that this is a triangle and this is A vector and this is B vector that represent the two adjacent sides of the triangle, and In that case, the area of triangle will be equal to half of magnitude of A vector cross B vector. Similarly, we can also calculate the area of parallelogram. That is equal to A equal to magnitude of A vector cross B vector. If A vector and B vector are the adjacent sides of the parallelogram. Suppose that this is a parallelogram and suppose that this side is A vector and this side is B vector, then in that case the area of the parallelogram will be equal to magnitude of A vector cross B vector. So these are two more points. So please note it down. Now some properties of cross product, that is properties of cross product. So the first one property is, suppose that there is a A vector cross B vector plus C vector in the bracket. So this can also be equated to A vector cross B vector plus A vector cross C vector. So you can say this as law of distribution. Yeah, law of distributivity. So the second property is, suppose that you are given two vectors A vector cross B vector and there is a scalar quantity that is lambda. So you can put it outside the A vector cross B vector and you may also attach it with the A vector or B vector, that is lambda A vector cross B vector also is true, and you may also attach lambda with the B vector, that is A vector cross lambda times B vector. This is just simple and is similar to the property which we studied while studying the properties of scalar product, and this is also similar to the property we studied in the properties of scalar product. Now the third property, that is, suppose that if we are given A vector and B vector in the component form, that is A vector is equal to A1 I cap plus A2 j cap plus A3 k cap, and B vector is given as B1 I cap plus B2 j cap plus B3 k cap. Now in that case we have to find the cross product, that is A vector cross B vector. So this will be equal to determinant of I cap, ऊपर की रो में I cap लिखेंगे, then j cap, then k cap, and A1 A2 A3 will be written in the second row, that is A1 A2 A3, and the B1 B2 B3 will be written in the third row, that is B1 B2 into B3. So by finding the determinant of this, you can calculate the A vector cross B vector. So these are all the properties of cross product. Please note them. And now we are going to do some question problems regarding the cross product. So the first question is, find the magnitude of A vector cross B vector if given A vector is equal to 2 I cap plus j cap plus 3 k cap and B vector is equal to 3 I cap plus 5 j cap minus 2 k cap. तो A क्रॉस B के मैग्नीट्यूड को फाइंड करने के लिए पहले हमें A क्रॉस B फाइंड करना पड़ेगा, दैट इज A वेक्टर क्रॉस B वेक्टर. So this will be equal to I cap here, j cap here, and k cap here. Now we will put the scalar components of a vector, that is 2, 1 and 3, and then scalar components of b vector, that is 3, 5, minus 2, 3, 5, minus 2. Now find the determinant, this, that is you can calculate, that is I cap into 1 into minus 2 minus 3 into 5, that is minus 2 minus 15, minus sign with j cap, and then 2 into minus 2 minus 3 into 3, that is minus 4 minus 9. Now plus k cap into 2 into 5 minus 3 into 1, that is 10 minus 3. So now simplifying this, that is equal to minus 17 I cap plus 9 plus 4, that is 13 j cap plus 10 minus 3, that is equal to 7 k cap. So this is the vector a vector cross b vector. Now finding the magnitude of this, for that we have to apply the same concept of finding magnitude, that is a vector cross b vector will be equal to under root of the scalar components of this, that is minus 17 and the square of it plus 13 square plus 7 square. So now simplifying, on solving this calculation we will get the answer as under root of 507, that is equal to magnitude of a vector cross b vector. So this will be the answer for this question. Please note it down. Now the next question is, find a unit vector perpendicular each of the vectors a vector plus b vector and a vector minus b vector, where a vector is equal to I cap plus j cap plus k cap and b vector is equal to I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap. तो इस क्वेश्चन में जो पूछा है वो पूछा है ए यूनिट वेक्टर परपेंडिकुलर टू बोथ ऑफ दीज वेक्टर्स. अगर हम इन दोनों वेक्टर्स का क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कर दें, then we will get a vector that will be perpendicular to both of these vectors. Yes, of course. So for this we have to find the cross product of both these vectors, that is a vector plus b vector cross a vector minus b vector. तो a vector plus b vector क्या होगा, यहां पे हम कैलकुलेट कर लेंगे. a vector plus b vector will be equal to I cap plus I cap, that is equal to 2 I cap plus j cap plus 2j cap, that is 3 j cap plus k cap plus 3k cap, that is equal to 4 k cap. Similarly, a vector minus b vector will be equal to I cap minus I cap, that is equal to 0 plus j cap minus 2j cap, that is equal to minus 2j cap minus j cap. K cap minus 3k cap will be equal to minus 2k cap. So now putting here, that is determinant of I cap, j cap and k cap in the first row, and then a vector plus b vectors, that is 2, 3 and 4 here, and then the scalar components of a vector minus b vector, that is 0, minus 1 and minus 2. So now calculating this will be equal to I cap into 3 into minus 2 minus 4 into minus 1, that is minus 6, minus minus plus, that is 4, minus j cap into 2 into minus 2 minus 0, that is equal to minus 4 plus k cap into 2 into minus 2, sorry, 2 into minus 1 minus 0, that is minus 2 again. So this will be equal to minus 2 I cap minus plus, that is plus 4 j cap minus 2 k cap. So this is equal to the vector a vector a plus b, a vector plus b vector cross a vector minus b vector. But in the question, the asked vector is unit vector perpendicular to each of these vectors. So we have to find the unit vector of this vector. For this, we have to find the magnitude of this, that is magnitude of a vector. This will be plus b vector cross a vector minus b vector will be equal to under root of square of the scalar terms of this vector, that is minus 2 square plus 4 square plus minus 2 square. So this will be equal to under root of 4 plus 16 plus 4, that is equal to 24 under root. So now finding the unit vector in the direction of this will be equal to a vector plus b vector cross a vector minus b vector divided by magnitude of a vector plus b vector cross a vector minus b vector. So this will be equal to minus 2 I cap plus 4 j cap minus 2 k cap upon under root of 24. So now simplifying this, we will get minus I cap upon root 6 plus 2 upon root 6 j cap minus k cap upon root 6. So this will be the answer for the question. This is a very good question according to the view of CBSE board exams. So please note down the solution of this question. Now the next question is, find the area of a triangle having the vertices as 1, 1, 1 and 1, 2, 3 and the third vertex is 2, 3, 1. To find the area of a triangle, we have to take two adjacent sides of the triangle as vectors. Suppose that this is the triangle and these are the vertices 1, 1, 1 and this is the vertex 1, 2, 3 and this is the vertex 2, 3, 1. So now suppose that if we, and this is the point A, this is the point B and this is the point C. So suppose that if we are going to take the two sides, that is AC and AB, and consider them as vectors, that is vector AC and vector AB. So now calculating the vector AB, this will be equal to x2 minus x1, that is 2 minus 1 into I cap plus 3 minus 2 into j cap plus 1 minus 3 into k cap. So now simplifying this to k cap. So this will be the vector AB. Similarly, calculating the vector AC. So this will be equal to x2 minus x1, that is 0 I cap minus j cap minus 2 k cap. So these are the two sides of the triangle as vectors. So with the help of these two, we can calculate the area of the triangle, that is area is equal to 1 by 2 of magnitude of AB vector cross AC vector. So now first calculating AB vector cross AC vector. So this will be equal to determinant of I cap, J cap and here K cap, and putting the scalar components now 1, 1 and minus 2, and here 0, minus 1 and minus 2. So now calculating the determinant, that is I cap into 1 into minus 2 minus of minus 1 into minus 2, that is minus 2 minus 2 into 1, that is minus 2 again, plus minus j cap into 1 into minus 2 minus 0, that is minus 2, plus k cap into 1 into minus 1 minus 0, that is again minus 1. So this will be equal to minus 4 I cap plus 2 j cap plus minus k cap. So this will be the vector AB vector cross AC vector. Now finding the area of the triangle by this formula, that is now finding the first the magnitude of this vector, that is magnitude of AB vector cross AC vector. This will be equal to under root of minus 4 square plus 2 square plus minus 1 square. So this will be equal to 16 plus 4 plus 1, that is equal to 21 under root of. So now area will be equal to half of this magnitude, that is equal to under root of 21. So this is equal to under root of 21 upon 2. This is the answer for this question. So please note it down. Now the next question is, if a vector A vector makes angles pi by 3 with I cap and pi by 4 with j cap and an acute angle theta with k cap, then find theta and hence find the components of that vector. तो इस क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है द वेक्टर इज मेकिंग एंगल दिस विद द आई कैप एंड पाई बाई 4 विद द जे कैप और थीटा विद द के कैप. सो मान के चलिए दिस इज द एक्स एक्सिस, दिस इज द वाई एक्सिस एंड दिस इज द जेड एक्सिस, और यू मे कॉल्ड इट एज आई कैप, जे कैप or k cap also, and there is a vector this A vector and this is making angle that is pi by 3 with the x axis and pi by 4 with the y axis and theta with the z axis or k cap. So with the help of these angles we can find the direction cosines of this vector, that is cos alpha is equal to cos of pi by 3. This is equal to 1 by 2. Similarly, calculating cos of beta, this is equal to cos of pi by 4. This is equal to 1 upon root 2. So now cos of gamma is equal to cos of theta, which is not given and it is needed to be found. So we know that the direction cosines, that is this will be L, this will be M and this will be N. We know that the square of sum of direction cosines, या यूं कहें the sum of squares of the direction cosine is equal to 1, that is L square plus M square plus N square is equal to 1. So now putting the values of L, M and N, that is 1/2 square plus 1/√2 square plus n, that is cos of theta square, that is equal to 1. So now simplifying, 1/4 plus 1/2 plus cos square theta, this will be equal to 1. So now calculating the theta from this, that is cos square theta is equal to 1 minus, this will be equal to 1/4 plus 1/2, that is 3/4. So 1 minus 3/4 is equal to 1/4. So cos of theta will be equal to, taking under root on both sides, this will be equal to 1/2. So by this the acute angle theta will be equal to pi by 3. So according to the question which is asked, that is the acute angle with k cap theta, we have found in this way. So pi by 3 is the angle which is asked in the question, that is acute angle with k cap is equal to theta is equal to pi by 3. अब इस क्वेश्चन में एक पार्ट और है, दैट इज फाइंड द कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ दैट वेक्टर. तो इसके कंपोनेंट्स फाइंड करने के लिए हमें डायरेक्शन रेशियोज निकालने पड़ेंगे. एंड डायरेक्शन रेशियोज निकालने के लिए हमें, जब हमें दिए हुए हों डायरेक्शन कोसाइंस, देन वी ऑल्सो नीड द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ द वेक्टर टू फाइंड द डायरेक्शन कोसाइंस. सो अगेन एक बार फिर से क्वेश्चन पढ़ते हैं. इफ अ वेक्टर ए is making angle pi by 3, sorry, this is the unit vector here. So if a unit vector, so by this unit vector we can say that the magnitude of this vector, that is equal to 1, because it is already given that the vector is a unit vector. So we can say that the direction ratios in this case will be a comma b comma c will be equal to r times of l m and n, r l comma r m comma, या यूं कहें इसको मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ ए वेक्टर इंटू एल comma magnitude of a vector into m and magnitude of a vector into n. Because the magnitude of a vector is 1, so the direction ratios a, b and c will be equal to l, m and n. So we can directly put the direction ratios in the a vector, that is equal to 1/2 of I cap plus 1/√2 of j cap plus, and this is also 1/2, that is 1/2 of k cap. So in this way we have obtained the component form of a vector. So by this we can say that 1/2 I cap comma 1/√2 j cap comma 1/2 into k cap, these are the components of the vector. This is again a very very good question. So please note the solution of the question. So now the next question is, find the value of lambda and mu if vector this cross vector that is equal to 0. In this we have to find the value of lambda and mu in case when the vector 2 I cap plus 6 j cap plus 27 k cap cross I cap plus lambda j cap plus mu k cap is equal to 0. तो हमें जब भी कंपोनेंट फॉर्म ऑफ अ वेक्टर दी होती हैं, उस केस में हम क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट कैसे निकालते हैं, दैट इज क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट is equal to determinant of I cap, j cap and k cap here, and 2, 6 and 27 here, and now putting the value, that is scalar components of this vector, that is 1 lambda and mu here. Now solving this determinant, and this will be equal to 0 as given in the question. So now calculating I cap into 6 mu minus 27 lambda, 6 mu minus 27 lambda plus, sorry, this will be minus j cap into 2 mu minus 27, 2 mu minus 27 plus k cap into 2 lambda minus 6. So if a vector is equal to 0, then all the three components of that vector are required to be 0. So on equating all the scalar components of this vector as 0, so now first equating 2 mu minus 27 to 0, this will be equal to mu equals to 27 upon 2. So now we have obtained the value of mu. Similarly, we can also find the value of lambda, that is equating 2 lambda minus 6 to 0, 2 lambda minus 6 equals to 0. So we can find lambda equals to 6 by 2, that is equal to 3. So in this way we have obtained both the values mu and lambda as asked in the question. So please note down the solution of this question. Now the next question is, two adjacent sides of a parallelogram are given, that is 2 I cap minus 4 j cap plus 5 k cap, and the second side is, that is I cap minus 2 j cap minus 3 k cap. Find a unit vector parallel to its diagonal and then find the area of the parallelogram. So this is again a very good question. तो इसको solve करेंगे. Suppose that this is the parallelogram and this is one of the side, that is 2 I cap minus 4 j cap plus 5 k cap, and suppose that this is the side I cap minus 2 j cap minus 3 k cap, because both the given sides are adjacent. So now we have to find the vector parallelogram. So suppose this is one of the diagonal, there may also be one of the diagonal this also. So अगर ये 2i माइनस 4j प्लस 5k वेक्टर ये है, तो इसको हम साइड को भी एक वेक्टर की फॉर्म में रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं, और सिमिलरली इस साइड को भी वेक्टर की फॉर्म में रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं. तो एक चीज देखिए आप, विद द हेल्प ऑफ पैरेललोग्राम ऑफ वेक्टर एडिशन, दिस दैट इज, इसको नेमिंग करेंगे ए बी सी एंड डी. सो विद द हेल्प ऑफ पैरेललोग्राम ऑफ वेक्टर एडिशन we can find the resultant, that is AC vector. AC vector will be equal to AB vector plus AD vector, and we are already given AB vector as this and AD vector as this. So adding both of them, that is 2i plus I, that is 3 I cap minus 4 minus 2, that is minus 6 j cap plus 5 minus 3, that is plus 2 k cap. तो इसके यूनिट वेक्टर को फाइंड करने के लिए इसी के मैग्नीट्यूड से डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा, दैट इज AC वेक्टर अपॉन मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ AC वेक्टर. सो इसके मैग्नीट्यूड को फाइंड करेंगे, दैट इज इक्वल टू अंडर रूट ऑफ 9 प्लस 18 प्लस 4, दैट इज इक्वल टू, सॉरी 9 प्लस 36 प्लस 4, that is equal to 49. So अंडर रूट ऑफ 49 विल बी इक्वल टू 7. सो इसको लिखेंगे 3/7 आई कैप माइनस 6/7 जे कैप प्लस 2/7 k cap. So this will be one of the answers for the unit vectors along the diagonal. Similarly हम इस वेक्टर को भी निकाल सकते हैं, that is db vector. We can apply the triangle of vector addition in this case. Suppose that AD vector plus BD AD vector plus DB vector करें, so this will be equal to AB vector. We can write it here, that is AB vector will be equal to AD vector plus DB vector. इसको rearrange करेंगे, that is DB vector will be equal to AB vector minus AD vector. तो वैल्यूज पुट करेंगे ए बी वैक्टर और ए डी वैक्टर की, तो उसमें ए बी वैक्टर माइनस ए डी वैक्टर जब हम डायरेक्टली अगर कर दें तो 2i माइनस आई कैप दैट इज इक्वल टू आई कैप, देन -4 माइनस -2 दैट इज -2 जे कैप, एंड देन 5k कैप माइनस 3k कैप माइनस माइनस प्लस दैट इज इक्वल टू प्लस 8k कैप. So this will be equal to dB vector. That is again one of the diagonal of the parallelogram. Now finding the unit vector along the dB vector, that is dB vector upon magnitude of dB vector. This will be equal to I cap minus 2j cap plus 8k cap, I cap minus 2j cap plus 8k cap upon magnitude of the same vector, that is equal to under root of 1 plus 4 plus 64, that is equal to under root of 69. So now simplifying this will be equal to I cap upon under root of 69 minus 2j cap upon under root of 69 plus 8k cap upon under root of 69. So in this way we have obtained the answer for the first part of the question. Now solving the second part, that is find the area of the parallelogram. For this we have to find the cross product of both the vectors, that is AB vector cross AD vector. So area of parallelogram will be magnitude of AB vector cross AD vector. So now first finding the AB vector cross AD vector. This will be equal to determinant of I cap, j cap and k cap here, and then putting 2 minus 4 plus 5, 2 minus 4 plus 5, and then 1 minus 2 minus 3 here. So now calculating this, that is I cap into minus 4 into minus 3, that is 12, minus minus plus, that is 22, minus j cap into 2 3 ja 6 minus 5, that is equals to minus of 11 plus k cap into 2 into minus 2, that is minus 4, minus minus plus, so this will be equal to 0 here. So now calculating the magnitude of this vector, that is the area of vector, will be equal to magnitude of AB vector cross AD vector. This will be equal to under root of 22 square plus 11 square. So this will be equal to So the 22 square plus 11 square, now taking 11 square outside, and it will be 11 when it will come outside. Then इसके अंदर होगा जब यहाँ से 11 2 times बाहर लेंगे तो this will be 2 square plus 1 square. So the area will be 11 into under root of 2 square, that is 4, plus 1, that is equal to 5. So this is the area of the parallelogram which is asked in the question. So the whole question has been solved. First one part is the unit vectors along the diagonal, that is first diagonal is this, the unit vector along the first diagonal is this, and the unit vector along the second diagonal is this, and the area of the parallelogram is this. So in this way a huge question has been solved. So now please note down the solution of this question. So in this video lecture we covered vector product, or you may call it as cross product, and its properties, and then we covered area of a triangle, and then we covered area of a parallelogram. So these three concepts are covered in this video, but before that 3 lectures have been already taken in which more concepts of vector algebra have been taken by me. If you have not attended those lectures, you can watch them and attend them and complete your vector algebra chapter. I will attach all the links of the lectures before covered of vector algebra in the description of this lecture. तो अब आपको जहां से भी क्वेश्चंस मिले वेक्टर अलजेब्रा के, कहीं पे भी आर डी शर्मा हो या फिर एनसीईआरटी हो, आप सारे क्वेश्चंस सॉल्व कर लीजिए और पढ़ाई करते रहिए. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग दिस लेक्चर.